So what's up, everyone? I know I did a tarot spread about whether I should use this deck or not, and it gave me number 94, which was I had to pay close attention to that, and it said the absorption of vital energy, and it was Nahimat Arcana 94. But I didn't want to leave it at that. So, because I felt, God, I kind of understand what that means, but at the same token, I don't. Sorry, it's early morning, so I'm just dressed like this. So, it's like my pajamas. Anyways, I'm going to do the pentagram layout because I kind of need some clarity on this issue, or any issue as possible. I guess I have to, let's just say I have to, it says that I have to take out all the arcanas, like the major arcanas, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not, because I have this shuffled way too much. So if I have something shuffled way too much, then there's no reason to go about doing that. So, but I'm going to do the pentagram spread. It's like, I don't know, getting more information as to what's actually going on with this tarot deck. It's a different tarot deck. It's not like any other I've ever played before. So it's the Lucifer Tarot by Ingvar Babushka. I know it's not supposed to be displayed, but I'm gonna play it for myself. So, but if it resonates with you, by all means, I hope it helps. This is the spread I'm going to do, and it's the pentagram one. And so, what I need to address, sorry, let me close the window. The joys of living in an apartment complex. So anyways, I'm gonna have to shuffle these my way and just do it my way. So okay, the first one is going to be dealing with the core of the issue. So this is the core of my issue. At the tip of the pentagram being number 1. So that's Behemeron, which is 83. Let me read that right quick. We'll read them as we go. Behemeron, number 83. Behemeron rules the Aquarius. Let me see if I can get that without a glare on it there. Behemeron rules Aquarius. When on Earth, he likes to dwell in the African jungles and sometimes manifest himself either as a hippo or an elephant. In ancient times, Behemeron used to take the shape of dinosaurs, which he has spawned. Zodiac sign Aquarius, month February, subordinate lord Citri, Salos, Stalos, Velfor, Velpar, Vine. Cast, craftsman, mystic name, Beb Eb, yeah. Hidden name, Yuva. Digital code 6. Sacral number for summoning 95. Initiation January '06. Magical characteristics attracting the right friends and acquaintances, terminating beneficial friendships. I don't know what that means. Attracting the right friends and acquaintances and terminating beneficial friendships. Okay. Predictive properties. The Quarant's present way of life is about to give way to a new one. He, she should let this happen. Okay. Anyways, let's go on to the second half, which this is the first one, which is the core of the issue right here, Behemeron. Now, the second one will be the current negative factor. If I get an arcana, I'll read it, but if it doesn't make sense to the rest of the reading, then I'll do my best to find one that isn't. So we're gonna break them open. Where do we go? Right here. Number 43, Malphus. Now, Malphus comes up a lot for me. He's came up in the Daemon Tarot, and now he's coming up in the Lucifer Tarot. So I don't know if you can see Malphus there. Let me see if I turn off this light, if that helps. Does that help? Yeah. Takes off some glare. So this is Malphus. And this is the second one, and this is the negative element. The current negative factor. So that's number 2. Malphus is number 43. Malphus, 43 Arcana, the 43rd Lord of Darkness. Malphus, commander of the 40 legions. Here, I'm going to show that to you guys while I read that. Let's see, does that work? So it says Arcana 43. Malphus, the 43rd Lord of Darkness. Malphus, commander of 40 legions of Hell's spirits, is one of the rulers of the 41st Palace and a close associate of Moloch. He comes to aid. Let me see there. He comes. I'm learning that glossy pics suck. Glossy tarots suck. Okay. He comes to aid when the summoning ceremony demands a sacrifice. Malphus is also able to help wizards in undertakings that include some creation. He possesses the power to disrupt the thoughts of the sorcerer's enemies, even to drive them mad. An individual starts hearing voices in her head and occasionally experiencing hallucinations when being summoned. The Duke manifests himself initially as an enormous black raven with a metal beak and bright green eyes, but immediately he turns into a man speaking with a gentle and kind voice. Astrology 1 through 5, degree of Scorpio, parentheses 18-22.10, parentheses time of day 1400 to 1420, 100 o'clock, 1420, keyword at the devil's mercy, Are you guys still seeing that, or is there too much of a glare there? Okay. Place of manifestation in a triangle where a sacrifice is about to take place. Words of power, Tegan, Otno, Parcellus. Magical characteristics, disruption of enemies' thoughts, facilitation of creative undertakings. Predictive properties. The Courant is about to receive unexpected help or a surprising gift from someone. So that's the negative element, which seems kind of odd, but at the same token, it says disruption of the enemy's thoughts, facilitation of creative undertakings. So that must be the magical characteristics. But Malthus comes up a lot. And he has the head of a black raven, which I've always connected with black ravens. Because one time I saw the police in Salina kill a woman, and this is when I was in high school. They pretty much rammed her into a tree, her car. They chased her into a tree, and her tree wrapped around the car and died. And I saw that, and one day I went over there, and I went to that same area, and I had like takeout Chinese food with me, and I started eating it, and ravens came down to me, and I started feeding them my Chinese food. And they started following me for years, and I haven't fed them in years, so maybe someday I'll feed them again. I don't know. But I got in a car accident after going to that Chinese restaurant after that, so, which sucked. I was laid up in the hospital for 4 days, pumped full of morphine, fucking scratching like crazy. I fucking hated it. Alright, I'm just gonna keep going. So the next one is, I believe that was the negative element. And this will be the positive element. So let's see, the positive element. So this will be the cross from the pentagram. So we're going bottom, 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So this is the current positive. Alright, what do we have? Let's get these shuffled down. Alright, and we'll break it open. And who do we have? What do you guys see? I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know who it is. Agorist, and he's number 1. So, Agorist. Now, I usually play this differently, so let's read it. Okay. Let's see if we can get that. So, this is kind of making more sense to me as we go. So, Agorist. Arcana number 1, Agorist, the first lord of darkness. Agorist is the Duke of the Eastern Territories of Hell. He commands 30 legions of the Hyssite, demons, with each legion consisting of 10,000 soldiers. These fearful warriors are extremely tall, with big black heads, flaming red eyes, and wide muscular necks. Each normally carries a two-handed sword and a 2-meter long heavy spear, but this is not their only protection, since their bodies and heads are covered with armor. Agris leads his army, riding an enormous green-gray crocodile with a hawk on his wrist. He seems like an old man, but his power suggests otherwise. When visiting the earth, he can bestow the summoning sorcerer with the knowledge of all the known languages. Agaris, or earth rulers, used to summon Agaris to locate fugitives and deliver them to the authorities. He even has the ability to command the powers of nature. Astrology 1 through 5 degrees of Aries, parentheses 22-26.03, parentheses, time of day 0 o'clock to 20. Keyword soul, manifestation, cemetery, words of power, Felnor, Oase, Kabir, Maut. Magical characteristics, necromancy, insanity, career breakdown, tracing fugitives, controlling the power of nature. Predictive characteristics, the Courant is focusing on the material aspects of relationships. So, from a need for a change in the life with Behemeron, or I think that's how you say it, Behemeron being the first thing of the core of the issue. And then we have Malthus showing up as the negative aspect of needing help somehow or some way. And then the positive aspect is focusing on that the Courant, or whoever, myself, has been focusing way too much on the material aspect of friendships, which I think seems kind of weird because I feel like these two should be switched, but maybe I think I understand. Maybe there is a positive aspect. Well, let's move forward. Time to move forward. Let's trudge on. Because things are always a changing. That one fell out. So that was Belial, number 18. And this is the nearest future. So what is the nearest future that awaits for the Courant with this card? So let's see, what number is that? Number 18. So Belial, number 18. Okay, Arcana number 18, Belial, the 18th Lord of Darkness. Belial's commander of 15 legions of hell spirits is considered to be the first of the destroyers. He is able to facilitate people in their career advancement and helps them receive recognition and praise. Belial appears in the form of a beautiful angel in a fiery chariot and speaks with a deceptively soft tone. It is in his power to make sorcerers likable to everybody around them, friends and enemies alike. Astrology 26 through 30 degrees of Gemini, parentheses 15-19.06, parentheses, time of day 5:40 to 6 o'clock. Keyword marriage. Place of manifestation. Sellers, sites below ground. Words of power. Nabiyat, Parhi, Hosis, Ajihad. Magical characteristics, career success or career devastation. Predictive properties, Arcana 18 reveals the possibility of marriage or the closing of an important business deal. So that's in the nearest future. All right, that's Belial. And he is placed at number 4, the 4th point of the pentagram. So, well, let's say everything in my life isn't peachy keen. All right. I live in America. There's too many great people out there. So, only the best of the best live in America. And you're divided between that which is already come to pass and that which is to come, I guess. So America is a tough place to make it. Everybody thinks it's easy, but it's a tough place. I've seen people that look like models, like that should be on the cover of Vogue magazine, you know, scratching it by like trash in a trailer, you know. So it's not easy, like you know, a model white guy can go to like some foreign country and be treated like a celebrity just because he's white, you know, walking down the street, or, you know, stuff like that. So you don't get that here in Salina, Kansas. So anyways, but you get it on the internet. All right. And this is the final resulting outcome card. So this is the 5th card. America is a tough place to live. People don't know that. It's not easy. It's the greatest country in the world, but it's a tough country to live in. Just have to accept that reality. Okay. Result and outcome. What is the result and outcome? Cut the cards. Maybe I'll shuffle them. Just give them a good motherfucking shuffle. Oh! Just tie them up there. Go. Yeah. Come on. On and on and on and on. Just like a poker player. Oh! Alright. Let's see what we got. What do we got here? Ready? Who do we got? I don't even know who that is. Okay. Stolas. So this is the final result. Yeah, the resulting outcome. The result and outcome for the current, which I don't know. I've yet to see it to believe it, you know? So we'll see what this reads up as. Hopefully it's not bad. It hasn't been too terrible of a reading, I think, but I could be wrong. Everything just seems like it sucks, and so people can't feed themselves in America. And you walk down the street in Korea and people are eating these huge corn dogs for like a fucking dollar. They're eating oysters sitting by the seashore for $2. You know, come on. Salina, Kansas, if you ain't got $10 to eat, then you ain't eating anywhere out. Okay, Arcana, number 63. Stolas, the 63rd Lord of Darkness. Stolas, commander of 140 legions of demons, bears the title of Prince of the First and Second Kingdoms. His summoning process is irrelevant to astrological considerations. The prince endows a sorcerer with the knowledge of the magical properties of plants and stones. He can also reveal to him everything about astrology. Stolas assumes the shape of a craven within the summoning triangle. Astrology 11 through 15 degrees of Aquarius, parentheses 26-30.01, parentheses. Time of day 2040 to 2100. Keyword Master of Magic. You guys see it? Can you guys see that? Is there too much of a glare there? Manifestation among red roses. Words of power. Agros. Halthi. Nymphico. Magical characteristics, deep knowledge of astrology, plants and stones, predictive properties. A business-oriented person, a sponsor or creditor has entered the Corinth's life. I'll be damned. A motherfucker. Hell if I really know what this means. I'll see it when I believe it. That's what I have to say. I mean, it's talking about all this help and change of a new life and everything. I mean, I'm grateful that I'm not fucking homeless. Welcome to America, where it seems like everybody and their dog is on the verge of being homeless nowadays. So, alright. Anyways, that was the pentagram spread. I needed some clarity, but I didn't know how or where it was coming from. But I just hope the cards really do resonate with me as much as I am hopeful. You know, I'm a king of wishful thinking, so... And that's my downfall, trying to be too optimistic, having too high of expectations. But, you know, I'm not one to be averse to such future outcomes, because this was a pretty good reading. And if it does work out, then it's what I've been needing. So, and if it resonates with you, good. I'm glad it resonates with you. But if it doesn't, I'm sorry. I think it depends on the issue. A lot of this is whether the situation of the court has been good or bad, and whether their fortune is going to change or reverse. From the reading itself, that which is in the Corinth's life that has been pretty bad, there seems to be a light at the end of the tunnel. There seems to be someone there tossing a rope, you know, to the drowning victim. So they're not going to watch you flounder to the bottom of the sea. They're there to help you out, you know. So let me go through these one more time, because that's just the professor in me as an English professor. So yeah, 10 years of academic university. I can stand up and do that shit. Done it 1,000 motherfucking times. And I only got a BA out of the deal. Fuck that shit. White society. Fuck y'all English whiteys. I'm not. Apparently I'm not white enough. Shit, I've seen some of y'all white people. You guys have China Mary eyes, looking dark skin with froze, acting like you're white, but you probably got more drops of different nationality blood than I do. Anyways, this is Behemeron. And the predictive properties, that was the first one, so that was the core of the situation that we were dealing with. And the Corn's present way of life is about to give way to a new one. She should let this happen. Okay. So moted be, motherfucker. Alright, and so the second one is current negative factor. So what's that? That is Malthus, my boy Malthus. He always comes up for me in a reading. It's like my left-hand man, I guess, what they say. So, number 43. He dealt with the negative factors that are dealt with in the relationship, and so the predictive properties for Malthus. Let's see, Malthus, the Corn is about to receive unexpected help or a surprising gift from someone. That's the negative aspect. I don't know what that means. I hope it's not a bad gift. I don't want to get in trouble. I have no intentions of accepting bad gifts. In fact, I question sometimes. I'm not very American. I'm kind of Asian. We don't like taking gifts all the time. Number 3 deals with the current positive factor, and that's Agorist. And the predictive properties of Agorist are the current is focusing on the material aspects of relationships. So that's the predictive properties of Agorist. That's the negative aspect, or the positive aspect, which I thought they should be reversed. And then we have, within the 4th, we have the nearest future, which is number 18, and that's Belial. So let me look that up real quick. And the predictive properties for Arcana number 18 reveals the possibility of marriage or the closing of an important business deal. And then number 83 we have as the result and outcome, whereas Agorist is the nearest future. Stolas is the result and outcome of that, which is number 63. Sorry, I have to leaf through this. I don't have everything memorized. I'm not a fucking demonologist, but I can read this intuitively. I can read the overall picture, what needs to happen. And so the predictive properties for Stolas at number 63, a business-oriented person, a sponsor or creditor has entered the Corn's life. So that's the predictive properties. But, talking about maybe something dealing with money. a gift, an inheritance. Could be anything. Anyways, the clarity of the issue is met. I understand what the future holds to some degree. It's a general read, but at the same time, I'm more aware of what paths I need to focus on, where I need to go, where I need to be careful. And should I need further clarity, I can come back to the cards and see if I'm still going down the right direction. But as I said, this is the Lucifer Tarot by Ingvar Babushka. Hope you guys enjoyed reading. Sorry about the setup. I just don't have the energy to do the rest. So, Manji, and you guys have a good night. Bye.